Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with the 1990 Renault Alpine GT8 Le Mans. This now has 825 horsepower, 659 pounds-feet of torque from a twin turbocharged flat 6 engine, and the car itself weighs 2,714 pounds. Still rear wheel drive, 0 to 64.030 seconds, 0 to 106.820 seconds, going up to a top speed of 207 miles an hour. So yeah, another rear wheel drive Renault, significantly older though than the Sport Clio that we had a couple of episodes back, and unlike that Clio, it's not mid-engined, it is rear-engined. So yeah, that in and of itself could throw up some handling issues, because even though the car's perfectly reasonable in stock form with its stock power and handling, etc., obviously it's dealing with a hell of a lot more power than original, and probably a little bit more weight at the rear end as well. So yeah, and not only that, obviously it's got to deal with rain and puddles. So yeah, we could either have a fairly quick car on our hands, because obviously it doesn't weigh all that much and it has got plenty of power, or we could have a bit of a handful. So yeah, quite frankly I thought the same with the Renault Sport Clio. It could have gone either way with that. Luckily it was a quick car. So hopefully we get the same result with this Alpine. So yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. So yeah, I really rather like this car stock, so I do hope it does well, which is the case for most cars on this series, to be honest. I very rarely pick a car I hate, but nonetheless, yeah, like I said before, it could go either way in terms of how good it is. So obviously we've not had very many rear engine cars on this series. I have to say, those brakes feel rather solid for now. Let's see how they handle even more speed. Acceleration's certainly really rather good. I'm not going for puddles, that is. Oh, no, those brakes have failed me. For whatever reason, they were not very good there. So there is obviously some limit. And there is some understeer as well, which I was not expecting. Is very little weight in the front. Maybe the sheer torque of the engine in this car over its stock form is lifting the front up somewhat. The suspension is fairly soft. Well, that is a decent enough first lap time at 1 minute 29.925. Certainly doesn't mean that we're going to be anywhere near last place. It's especially decent when you consider we crashed into the Hammerhead's tyre wall. Sorry for that, my phone just went off. Put it on silent. Yeah, got the braking zone a bit better that time round, so we haven't crashed into the tyre wall. We should make up a fair bit of time over our first lap. It's got 5 seconds there off at 1 minute 24.562 seconds. We're not all that far off the BMW M6 from the previous episode, which when you consider this car's 20 years older and yeah, not even as good in terms of handling in stock form. It's fairly good. guess it helps that this car weighs significantly less than that M6. Feel the front end lifting up when you have a certain amount of speed or torque going through those rear wheels. Something we have seen before in rear engine cars, or it's usually only with older cars like the Porsches from the 50s or 60s. No improvement that time whatsoever. It's a very poor time there. We nearly had some improvement there, but still some way off our current best. Let's find a lap to try and improve somewhat more. This car is a lot less predictable than other cars when you've been around for several laps. Well, no improvement there for several laps in a row there, but 1 minute 24.562 seconds is still fairly decent. It's ahead of the Subaru Legacy B4, the Bentley Continental Supersports, the Cadillac CTS-V Sedan, the Dodge Demon and the Kia Stinger GT, but it isn't as quick as the M6 from the previous episode, and it fails to match the Renault Sport Clio by more than a second. So yeah, not as good as I was hoping, but it is still firmly in the top 10, and I'm glad that we found a few rear-wheel drive vehicles practically in a row that have done fairly decent and far better than I was expecting. So even though it's got it's a much older car than the Renault Sport Clio or the BMW M6, and the fact it's rear-engined and it's got way softer suspension, it's still done a fairly decent time. I think that's primarily down to the fact of how quick it is with all that power and very little in the way of weight, while also handling fairly decently for the most part. It just was a little bit unpredictable at times, which, you know, when the front's lifting up, etc., it's hard to kind of grasp off without, you know, slowing down significantly. So that certainly played a part in its not being as quick, but despite all those problems, to be only about half a second behind the M6 and just over a second behind the Renault Sport Clio is still fairly decent, and yeah, like I said, well in the top 10. And to beat other rear-wheel drive cars that are far newer, like the Kia Stinger, the Dodge Demon and the Cadillac CTS-V, is really rather remarkable. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.